games, 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 games.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports.
And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Texans and the Bears.
And it's all up next on EA Sports.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago, and that's extended into autumn as we are ready. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But Charles, the Texans 2022 draft class here. And for a team, a franchise hoping to really climb back towards contention, their front office, really everybody around the club felt exceptionally good about this draft.
I said it on draft night, and I stick by it. This was a very professional draft by the Houston Texans. They took Derek Stingley Jr., the third, the cornerback out of LSU, and I had him as my top-rated cornerback going into the draft. And offensive guard Kenyon Green, they took him 15th in the first round out of Texas A&M. He is a people mover. And one of my favorite players, great instincts. The safety Jalen Petrie out of Baylor, they were able to get him in the second round.
Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bears take over. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 65 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Second down and 3. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. On play action, Mills. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Give him 18 yards on that one. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Here's Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The big story all week, Texans coach Lovie Smith making his return to Chicago. Lovie, of course, the coach of the Bears from 2004 to 2012, and he was at the helm when the Bears won that NFC title in 2006. Wound up 81-63 during his tenure here in the Windy City. Then he would have that pit stop down in Tampa and then come back to the state of Illinois as the head coach of the Fighting Illini in the Big Ten before returning to the National Football League. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 62 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses have better focus on.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Texans at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jordan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mills. This will be complete to Mechie. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The Houston Texans were looking to add another playmaker to its receiving group this offseason, and they'll certainly get that from John Mechie from Alabama. He had over 2,000 yards in his final 2 years with the Crimson Tide. Expect to see him involved early and often in every game and really be a good blocker when they run the ball as well. Here, he catches the football and moves the chains.
Play fake, Mills. This is caught. They only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. Here's Pierce. Will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. And that moment we just... On 1st down, it's Fields. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
After the sack on first down, Fields. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. Offensively. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Out of the gun, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. On 3rd down they go Montgomery. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Here's King. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. First down, Mills. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To try again after the sack. Mills. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Mills. It's caught left side by Cooks. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now it's Fields. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mills. Rolling to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
It's the gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 42-yard line.
Fields going to keep it once more. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Now a give running right is Montgomery. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Texans scoop it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would...
Now Herbert to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to pile that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. Another. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Mills. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going up the gun, Montgomery. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they're going to get this down to... They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. We've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first... They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Now Fields. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage. They'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Fields going to keep it once more. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jerry Hughes getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Fields. He sets to fire deep. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Pierce will try to pick it up. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dumping it off for Johnson. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 5 yards on the play. Handoff left side, Pierce. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's underneath to Pierce. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that